Hey Nash, what should we make?
Well, Tim, there's a bunch of pork in the fridge. Don't ask how I got it, but you should use that to make something good.
I don't even want to know. But all right, let's make some grilled pork loin. Today we're making grilled pork loin. Summer's almost here. It's grilling season. Pork loin is cheap. Any grocery store is gonna have pork loin and you can make it delicious. So we're gonna make it today in a way that you can serve it, slice it and serve it as is. And then for the next video, we'll show you a few different ways to use the leftovers to make some quick and easy meals with some of the leftovers. So one pork loin, depending on how many people you're feeding, we'll show you how to make like 3 or 4 meals with that one pork loin. Without further ado, let's go. So pork loin is gonna come like this, usually about this size. Think of the two of them together like this. It's gonna come about like that. And sometimes it'll be one piece, sometimes it'll be 2 thinner pieces like this. Honestly, you don't really know until you open it up. But like I said, this is it's a pretty cheap piece of meat. I'm gonna show you how to cook it so it's delicious, and then you can use it for a number of different things. And depending on how big the one is you get, you can make quite a few meals with it, depending on how many people you're trying to feed, et cetera, et cetera. So the first thing we're gonna do is hit this with our binder. So remember, if you remember from our other videos where we've used a binder, the binder doesn't really add a lot of flavor. So we're not looking for the flavor, we're just looking for something to hold the rub on. So we're using yellow mustard. This isn't really gonna give it a yellow mustard taste. It's gonna be good, but I'm saying, like, even if you don't like yellow mustard, it's still not a bad idea to use it. But you can use other stuff too. You could use some olive oil or some sort of oil or even some mayonnaise, but yellow mustards it's a good go-to. So we're just gonna rub that in there. One thing I think I forgot to mention is when you take it out of the packaging, you want to pat it dry. You want to start with a dry piece of meat, not one that's, got a bunch of extra moisture. So now we're just going to hit it with a quick, you could just do salt, pepper, garlic, to be honest. But if you have some sort of barbecue rub or a pork rub, that's what we're going to do. You just want to kind of hit all sides. Then we're gonna do a quick sear on this, but then we're gonna kind of cook it low and slow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, like I said, if you have one of these cool little fancy wireless thermometers, cool, that's what I'm gonna do. But if not, like I said, the instant reads are really good and you can get them for pretty cheap. This is the one I like. I mean, I'm not pimping the brand. There's probably 1,000 brands like this. You can buy it online. I think it's like 12 bucks. You just pop this guy in there and it gives you an instant read on the digital readout. So like that. Oh, look, it's 73 degrees inside. Cool. So now get your grill all hot and ready. The next thing we do is bring this guy out to the grill. So with our grill set up for 2-zone cooking, there's 6 burners here. So I mean, these 3 burners are on high, these 3 are off. So hot side, cold side. So now what we're gonna wanna do, we're just gonna take these guys and we're gonna throw them on the hot side first, and we're just looking to get a sear on these guys. While you're getting the sear, you wanna move them around a little bit just so they don't stick. A little bit of oil in your grates probably isn't a bad idea either. And this should just take about a minute per side. Depending on how your meat is shaped, it could be 3 sides, 4 sides, probably not 2 sides. I would do 3 or 4, depending on, just so you get a nice little sear all around. Once you have a nice sear all around, we're gonna move these guys over to the cold side. Then we're gonna close the lid and wait till these guys get up to about 120, and then we'll start to baste, and then we'll pull them at 140, 145. Once your pork reaches about 120 degrees, you can start to baste. I'm just using a mixture of hoisin, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, and sriracha. When your pork reaches 140 or above, go ahead and pull it. Then we set it aside and let it rest. Once our meat is cooled, we can go ahead and slice this guy up. And we're gonna leave the rest for leftovers for our next video. And there we have our roast pork loin. Time for a bite. Cheers. That's so good. It's cooked perfectly. It's got a beautiful crust. That basting sauce that we used gives it that nice flavor on the outside. It's juicy, it's tender, it's really delicious. You could serve it with some pasta or rice, or literally just serve it like this with some roasted veggies or something on the side. Perfect dinner. And then, like I said, we're gonna use the leftovers and do a few more recipes in the next video to show you what to do with leftovers if you make a bunch of pork loin. So that being said, let's see what Nash thinks. Here, have some pork loin. Is that good? You like that? You want some more? Here you go. Good boy. It's right. It's good, huh? Nash approves. I approve. Grilled pork loin. It's amazing. It's simple. And like I said, it's really cheap. So if you're on a budget or you're just trying not to spend a ton of money on food, go to the grocery store, buy yourself a couple of pork loins, throw one in the freezer, cook one tonight or tomorrow, next day, whatever. So good. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you. If you wouldn't mind taking a minute to like, subscribe, and share the show, I'd really appreciate it. I think Nash would too. If you want notifications every time we drop a new episode, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And if there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, drop it in the comments. Go check out our website, timschaoskitchen.com. You can also send us comments there if there's something you want us to make. All that being said, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Till next time, peace.